All right, hello everyone. We're on one of the last matchups of today of this tournament, week 4. This is UGCN versus AA, and this time it is me, Seven, and Gumball commentating for the first
Yeah.
time.
Hi guys.
So do you wanna talk about anything like about this matchup, like the map pick ban?
Yeah, so from what I've seen, they banned. We have the ban of Mullet and the pick of Ever Sleeping Town, which is pretty interesting for round 1.
Yeah, I do like to see a round 1 ever sleeping. It's definitely very fun. I like this map. And the tram is coming in clutch sometimes. We
Yeah.
did see some interesting tram plays for this whole tournament. So I cannot wait to see more.
The tram always played an important role, especially
Yeah.
yeah.
We
So
are
yeah,
starting. Mm-hmm. You can go.
We'll see how the tram will impact this game.
I see. We are starting off with AA Hunter against UGCN Survivors. And for now, we'll wait until the matchup starts with the picks and bans. We're just waiting to get everybody here so we can start off the first round, first half. We definitely see that both teams need as many points as possible right now. Because judging from the leaderboard, let me check it actually, because I'm not too sure about it.
From what I remember, UGCN is like on the first place of their group.
Yes.
So AA needs this win.
AA is 4th currently and trying to get their first win, and this is very crucial for them. So they need to get this win because this might be the last chance that they get to actually play. So definitely cannot wait to see how all the players of both teams are gonna play.
Yeah. Ideally, on Ever Sleeping, I mean, the pick of Ever Sleeping may be a good map for many hunters. Like it could be anything, honestly. On round 1, we may expect even a Shadow or Opera pick like we saw on the other matches. But yeah, the good thing of Ever Sleeping is that it's a good map for many hunters. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that because, I mean, Ever Sleeping, I feel like, is one of the most versatile maps in the whole game because it's not too small, but it's not too big. So it definitely works with so many hunters, probably the majority of them. But yeah, as you said, I do think that we're going to see a Shadow or Opera round 1. I mean, I like seeing those too, even though they're, pretty common picks. I still like seeing them once in a while. Well, not once in a while, but
Yeah. I also expect a Shadow or an Opera. So as because from what I'm seeing, this hunter mostly plays those two. So ideally, yeah, Ever Sleeping is a good pick for both of those hunters.
Yes, definitely. I'm just gonna say that I'm totally not getting paid to say this, but AA Wendy is a great player.
Yeah.
Definitely
Greatest
not
player.
not forced, not paid, Mm-hmm. So we it seems like we have everyone here ready to finally start the matchup. And yeah.
Yeah, we'll soon move to bans and picks.
Yep. This will also mean that the first 2 picks of the survivors will be global ban and cannot be played into the further matches. Getting in the selection now, we see very standard bans.
Yeah, we see that the hunter bans pretty sincere, pretty basic band, but we'll see.
Mhm. So I wonder what these survivors have in mind, because I think that, they might have something up their sleeve ready, and they are gonna pick the antiquarian because she's not banned. I mean,
Yeah.
even though she would get global ban like this, it's not like you really have a chance of playing her again. So choosing her in first two picks is not that bad of an idea. And we also do see a magician pick potentially.
Yeah, ideally, anti and magician are very good picks, especially against an opera singer. But they may also work on the shadow. So we'll see. Okay, we have the Barmid ban, so yeah, this is a very good ban since on Never Sleeping, Barmid can just play around the tram and then get her drink. So that's a very good ban from the other side.
They're gonna pick the rescuer, even though there was a barmaid ban. I was gonna think that they were gonna pick like maybe a psychologist, but I guess not, because it might be banned now. Because Psych is a good pick because she's tanky and counters both Opera and Shadow. So it's definitely a good pick here, but maybe it was to do yeah, so we do see the Psych ban.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You're not
So
gonna let
the last pick be from the survivor side. I mean, ideally, they could bring a kiter here because most of the decent supports against both Opera and Shadow are gone. So
yeah,
we'll see what they pick.
and there is an harasser that can kind of support. So
Okay.
but they did bring out a cheerleader, which is fine.
Yeah.
I think that with a cheerleader pick, they're expecting more of a shadow than an opera. I mean, cheerleader works okay for opera, but it's not like the most efficient pick. It really depends. Because yes, you can cover up distance, but that 4 seconds slash 5, I'm not too sure about that. Really can penalize you when you're kiting an opera that can catch up to you so quickly.
I think the main point of the cheerleader pick is just to abuse both antiquarian and magician items, which is good, but cheerleader still remains a pretty weak kiter, especially against the opera. But we'll see what the hunter picks.
Yes. We do see them now locking in the personas. This time, we see some more normal names for the personas, thankfully.
1v1 build is crazy.
I mean,
yeah,
maybe it's a Sui build, which would make sense in this scenario. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And as soon as the last persona gets locked in, the hunter will be getting the pick. Which at this point, as I said, I would rather expect a shadow here, but it is still like a good comp for both of them. And we definitely do see the shadow coming in.
Yeah. I mean, ideally into this comp, yeah, that's a good pick, honestly.
Yeah,
because she can work well against these survivors.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna see probably corner spawns against the shadow. We do see that the builds are very interesting because I do see the cheerleader is Sui, but it's not a full kite build. It's a broken windows and tide build. As for the rest of the builds, they are pretty standard. We have Antiquarian on Flywheel Borrow Time. We have the First Officer on Tide and Borrow Time, and the Magician on Borrow Time, and Broken Windows.
Yeah. Also, the spawns we're seeing are actually very interesting.
They're definitely uncommon. I'm not too sure of what the strategy is here, but maybe they know what they're doing. I mean, I would not
maybe
expect
the idea
to be random.
Yeah, those are very interesting spawns. Those are some very interesting spawns, but maybe the main thing is mean, is that cheerleader spawn that? I mean, ideally in that area, she's a very interesting target. She could rotate to corner house in the case she gets the guide, but
Yeah,
with
she
that
can
build,
get there pretty quickly.
yeah, but with the both tied and broken windows, that will be a very interesting guide. But we'll see.
Yeah, honestly, I'm very excited to see how this is gonna go. But mostly, I want to see how they're gonna rotate because these are like, I mean, it's not spawns I was expecting to see. I was expecting more like corners or like even default spawns, but you know, these are, I mean, in a way, they're spread out, yes, but like in a really weird way. But for now, let's just wait for the matchup to start, and it's gonna start now. We're on the first match of the first round, first half. Already getting in the shadow and
Yeah,
moving it towards the magician, while the main body is moving towards the gate of 11. We do see that she
yeah,
recalls.
yeah. She just wanted to pressure the cipher of magician, which is a great start for the Ivy. So she do commits to the anti at graveyards.
Yeah, committing to the anti is definitely an interesting decision, but I do think that it could work because whenever you decide to stun the hunter, you have to look at them for a little bit, and it's kind of harder. So I'm guessing that they're gonna use this stick just to kite, which is what they're doing right now. But they do get the scare off and get the first hit. The cipher progress is okay for now, and we have an insolence Ivy. We do see her moving the body towards dancing geisha.
Yeah, I think she will just try to pressure the cipher in middle. Ideally, the threat is up, so yeah, she will just pressure the cipher in middle and then probably
But
committing to the end and try to take the
but
down with.
she apparently it seems like she lost the antiquarian, not knowing where she went. See, this is a common problem with Ivy that whenever you use your ghost form, you sometimes may lose track of where the survivors are going. So currently, she's looking for the antiquarian, who's doing a great job not getting found.
Yeah,
And we do
and we
see
do
the
see that
ghost now going to
yeah,
magician once again. The cipher there is at 92%. Pushing it right now with the Yif stone would be a little bit risky.
but she do
Okay.
find the antiquarian which uses 2 sticks to get out of graveyard. So she do prevents the blink in this way, and she can also get on the tram.
I think she can get scared off of it,
Oof.
but she gets scared before actually. So the cipher progress is not looking bad as of right now. The free ciphers are started. I mean, the last cipher is at 2%, but you know, it's a start. And she's gonna get cheered middle probably to pressure that cipher middle. The more they try to push for it, the more it will get um, pressured. It's definitely gonna be annoying for the survivors.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm
so
pretty sure that even if they get the rescue, it will be a very fast down since the shadow still has the blink.
yeah, I mean,
So we do
we do
see
see
the
the
first officer
mhm.
going in. Yeah.
Also the Ivy is bringing blink as you said, and not something like warp because with insolence it is kind of better to bring warp. However,
She goes
it
for the
works just fine as
double
well.
down. Okay,
I
she
mean,
goes for the double down with the blink, and then yeah, we probably go back to the antiquarian to ensure that she goes down, and so she can pressure both of them.
yeah, this
Ooh,
definitely works well
we do
for
see
the
the
Ivy.
support coming in, but unfortunately, it didn't went so well. So
Yes,
now we have
sadly,
a
the
double down
cheerleader.
situation.
Mm-hmm. The cheerleader tried to support the best she could, but the antiquarian was kind of found in a really open area, and she tried to flywheel, but sadly missed it. So now this is a little bit hard for her as she does not have anything to rebound. Well, she does have like I think like 30% of her sticks left, like 35. So she does have like 2 stuns, but I think she will use it to kite mainly. But look at all the cipher pressure she has on all the ciphers. The cheerleader does a great rescue, not getting the TS, and moves off to the first officer in middle, who uses a purple
Nice.
watch to not get down again,
Yeah.
which was very good.
So she will go back with the shadow to the antiquarian and just pressure the cipher in middle to prevent them from decoding. And we see a free hit from the magician that still has
Yes,
3 wounds.
I'm pretty sure that she does not want to commit to the antiquarian. She'll probably go for the or not actually, because she does have like the
the
cheer thingies. Yes.
So the cheerleader gets down. I mean, ideally now the antiquarian has no more support from the others. Okay, they will try to lock the cipher in middle again. Yeah.
It's a bit hard when they're all at half health and 2 people are down now. This is definitely not looking too good for the survivors of UGCN.
Yeah. She can keep doing this until like they all waste their selfies or they all
or
catch
they
in one
waste
area.
their items.
Yeah. She can just stall it out like this since she has a chair in middle.
Yes. I mean, the cipher is at a good progress. However, trying to push it too much is too risky right now. And the Ivy's doing a great job avoiding that they get a rescue, but also avoiding for them to decode. However, the cipher is being decoded right now, and it's a 93.
Ooh,
Accidentally teleports away. And now this lets them prime the cipher actually. The cipher is primed right now, and they're just gonna pop it. This is definitely not looking too good.
Choice.
It was very unfortunate that she accidentally teleported away.
Yeah.
But we
now
do see that she's moving on to
she removed from the gate and tried to lock it. So we do see that since she has no warp, now it will be way harder to control both of the gates. And since it's a 4-man end game, they could easily get a free escape if played in a good way. So we see that this gate is at 70, while the other is open, so they could just play it out to get those free escapes.
Problem is that the ghost is really close to the cheerleader, so she has to be really good at avoiding getting killed before making it to the gate. So she has 2 pom-poms which she can use.
We do see that there's also the dungeon at the gate, but they will go for the gate.
Sadly gets the beautiful stun from the Antiquarian, but sadly gets down and deletes the animation from the from the Ivy.
Yeah,
that was very unfortunate.
Yeah.
It was a really unlucky play from the survivors, and they do get a 1 escape, negating the 5 points. However, it is really unfortunate because that was actually such a good stun. However, it did not play out for the best. But this Ivy definitely, took advantage of that.
Yeah, she did manage to get a good cipher control, but yeah, unfortunately she.
Teleporting away. It's very was very sad. But it's okay.
From Harris to still get the free man, the free kit, yeah.
Yeah. So now we're moving on onto the second half of round 1. We're still playing in Ever Sleeping, and now we're going to be seeing the AA survivors against the UGCN hunters. So this is getting more and more exciting the more we go on. As now to tie this, the UGCN hunter needs at least a free kill, and to win the round, they need a 4 kill. It is very hard to get that actually, especially when round 1 is usually the kind of round where you don't push for the win, but you go for the tie.
Yeah.
So
we will probably expect like a comp to aim for that tie and secure the round.
Definitely. But I'm very intrigued to see what they're going to choose to do right now, because they could either go ahead and make like a tie strategy based team, or they could just go ahead and try to go for the win. That would mean that they would have to sacrifice some better picks early round, like in the earlier rounds. So it's definitely riskier, but high risk, high reward. It's definitely worth it if you can get the round win. But yeah, I'm gonna see now the survivors getting in the custom.
Yep.
And we'll soon start the second half of round one. This is very cool. I like commentating.
Yeah, very great experience.
I mean, this is your first time commentating. How do you feel?
I mean, it's cool. Yeah, I get to look at these matches in real time. Like both of these teams are very good from both sides.
Definitely.
So this matchup is
Definitely.
very interesting. Also because from what I'm seeing, I recognize a name from the Hunter side, which is Papa. A very, very good
Maybe.
Hunter. So I'm very, very interested in how Fafa will play out this to get the 3K or even win the round with a 4K.
Yep, definitely. Now we're seeing the survivors press ready, so we're going to be getting into the map. Not the map, the character bans and picks. So, what kind of hunter are we expecting right now? Do you know anything about this hunter? Because I think you do.
I mean, Fafa is a very versatile hunter. I mean, they play the opera, they play the Ivy things. They used to be a Soul Weaver main, so they could bring out very interesting picks. I'm expecting an opera, honestly. We do see the Seer and Priestess ban, like the other hunter. So the classic bans. We'll see what the survivors will pick to try and secure this win of the round one.
Yes. Now, we're probably going to be able to understand what they're going for with the first picks, because we do have like more Thai characters like Cord and Guard available, but the Weeping Clown. Oh.
Ooh.
And Coordinator.
I mean, ooh.
Well,
yeah.
It's unexpected.
I mean, Weeping Clown, it's a very interesting pick. I mean, in Never Sleeping, he works very well because of the plane areas around the map. He can do a decent assist. We do see the mercenary ban from Fafa side, so they probably pick a rescuer now, I think.
Yeah,
or maybe they will try to. Okay, yeah. We see the first officer pick.
I mean, finally seeing some FO play, because last matchup I commentated, there was no way that they were letting the FO play. Like, he was perma banned. A little bit sad.
Who else see the Prospector ban from Fafa?
This might be an Ivy. Might be, It would be crazy, but you never know.
And then for the last pick of survivors, I think with this comp, I'm expecting either something tanky or
it could even be a true leader.
Yeah. I mean, this team is very good. Okay, we see the acrobat lock, which is good.
This
comp overall,
team is
yeah,
very strong, kiter wise.
yeah. They do need,
And
they do need
mhm,
at least like a true draw. So ideally, this comp is not that bad.
yeah, we'll see them looking in soon with the personas.
Yeah,
With
Jose
actually,
Person.
that's his name, you know. Mhm.
Yeah, very iconic persona.
The real
We do see the throwing persona, which
throwing
might be slow.
persona is a little crazy, but you know, I'll take it.
Whoa!
B
Oh wow!
pick. Okay,
Yeah, I got
Geisha
scared
pick
because
here is
yeah,
actually pretty good, I would say.
yeah. Against this comp, yeah, they could go for the whipping clown also with the geisha pick. So
Mm-hmm.
ideally, I mean, geisha is a pretty interesting pick, especially into this comp. So since because of they picked the coordinator, we might see an excitement.
Yeah,
I mean, ideally, the main thing I think of this comp is that yeah, it's very strong kite wise, and they also have the coordinator gun, which could be game changing if played correctly. So we do
as
see
for
the coordinator on suicide and the whipping clown
mhm.
on fight. Oh
Yeah, we have a double tide actually,
yeah,
with both F1 weeping on it. However, this team while it would be good with any hunter, this is probably like one of the best hunter picks they could have done in this specific team comp because like Geisha counters Weeping Clown, Shikana counters Acrobat, Coordinator she can catch up after the gun. It's definitely an annoying pick here and probably very unexpected as well.
yeah. Also the spawns. These are very interesting spawns because they make Fafa spawn into the corner, which is yeah, very interesting. So Fafa do have very bad chases, like the acrobat or the coordinator, but if they bring the excitement, then they might go for the coordinator and take an easy down.
Yep.
But it do depends if the coordinator plays it correctly, since she's on sweep. She can kite even without her gun, or even shoot at the start. But we'll see.
Yep. If she does go for the coordinator, I'm expecting that the skate shop is bringing excitement. Also, I mean, even if she didn't have excitement, I think that going after the coordinator here would be one of the best choices because, you know, once she doesn't have her gun anymore, she's like, you know, a lucky guy and she doesn't really have rebound possibilities.
So we do see that Megisha goes for the coordinator, and she immediately transitions towards
Yep,
the corner of gate. Yeah.
yep.
So
Weeping Clown got hit by tram, so that's
oh
very interesting. But he's currently rotating away so that he can leave this area to the coordinator, which is making me wonder now then why do these kind of spawns tricking the coordinator but doesn't see her there?
yeah, I'm pretty sure Tuff is just waiting for the excitement to load up. Is it
Mm-hmm.
excitement? No,
No, it's
teleport.
actually
Wow.
TP. I think that the
The coordinator
coordinator is
can just
gonna
shoot.
almost missed it. That was a really close
Yeah.
gun, actually. So the coordinator now is at corner house trying to kite as much as she can, and the geisha tries to red light trick her. The coordinator is not falling for it, actually doing really great.
Yeah.
Going for it again, this time getting it, and she'll probably get down now.
Very nice, very
Gets the
objective.
flywheel.
Yeah.
This is a
So,
great first chase, actually, for the coordinator, because now the one cipher popped, a second is about to follow, and the third as well.
yeah. And also a very good thing is that she dies lowest on chair, so
Yep, and you also have a double tide. This is definitely great looking on the survivor side. So the geisha is trying to catch up to whoever is going for the rescue. The weeping clown is right there, probably gonna
yeah,
get hit now, and getting a pretty early rescue.
we do see
Misses the rocket.
yeah,
So this is going to be most likely a double down situation, which is kind of misses the butterfly as well. But yeah, this might be a double down situation.
yeah.
Unless this coordinator can kite until the weeping clown can get up again. Gets the terror shock, giving the geisha full presence. And now, while the basement is not there, which it could have been more annoying, even though it's not needed. But um, it's definitely a hard situation because while the survivor have good progress, the problem is that one of them is down, and they do manage to get him up. However, she's currently staying in middle,
Yeah.
definitely trying to cut off whoever is going to do the rescue. First officer immediately uses a pocket watch, and she gets out of the range for the pocket watch.
Oh, she tries to
Misses
do
the
the check,
drop
but
down.
yeah,
He's just trying to stall as much as he can.
second
Gets the
progress is
rescue,
looking
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah,
Now
they
I'm
could just
guessing he's
fuck that.
gonna try to
Yeah,
to help her. Decipher is at a pretty good progress, and she does have Sui, so they better remember that because you do not want
oh,
anything unpleasant to happen. Misses the butterfly a little. This
so we do see the acrobat support. Oh wow, he fell into the
acrobat
hole, but
falls down, unfortunately.
oh wow, he
Gets the
gets to
drop
drop it.
down hit.
Wow, okay. We do see that down thing. Oh,
This
okay.
was. Um,
Yeah, that's
I
good.
fear the worst for a moment. This geisha has TP, so she can just teleport to the other gate, but I think that she's going to try to down the acrobat first. We
Yeah,
do remember that this team needs to escape to win.
yeah. Honestly, I
This is
don't think.
actually
Oh,
the cipher is primed,
yeah,
but
they
if
could
they
force it
don't open
with
it,
the yeah with the pocket watch. So it's mostly
misses
like
the.
oh okay yeah.
Oh, okay. Uh,
So they got a two-man escape, which will make the
I'm
8-8
so
team.
sorry about this.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was a very interesting series of events, but we do see that the survivors managed to get their tie. So for round one,
I'm sorry. We we did see that. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened when that
yeah,
from that cipher pop where Acrobat you had to use the flywheel to avoid getting down right there, and then well. Okay, I cannot do this right now. Well, Weeping Clown's rocket was definitely something.
yeah. Also the acrobat, but I mean the
Mm,
pop was after the pop there was missing chaos around the map, but yeah,
well, we do know that now the which survivor side is gonna start first. I don't know. I'll check right now. Um, yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm a little out of it right now after what happened.
yeah,
Not very, nice of me. So the first round actually goes to AA.
yeah. I don't know if
So
the teleport pick from Fafa was the greatest choice, but
yeah, I mean, excitement there would have been better, but you know, I mean, because The thing about teleport is that you mostly do not use it until the end. So it's kind of like a very risky trait to bring, especially if you need a lot of kills. So now
Yeah.
UGCN has the map ban and are going to ban Arms Factory actually. So Arms ban is, you know, it's alright. Like it's not a ban you see every day, but it's a good ban.
Yeah,
We
Arms Factory is a very interesting map because I mean, ideally, it's not such a good map for Opera, but yeah,
Yep.
it's also a very strong map for the survivor side. But it do depends on what the hunter can play.
Yep. We're waiting to see what the map pick will be from AA. We do know that the Moonlit and Ever Sleeping cannot be picked or banned, as they were banned and picked in round 1. Now we have the Arms Factory ban. So this will mean that the remaining maps are Red Church, Chinatown, Lakeside. We do still have a lot of interesting maps. Leo's as well. I wonder what their hunter plays. So, I mean, you know.
Yeah, UGCN should aim for the win on this round, or at least tie, to move into round 3 and get a chance to beat AA.
Yes. Because now with AA on the lead with 1 round win, they definitely need to win this round or it will be over for them. I mean, not like over, like there is still going to be top of the bracket, but AA is definitely going to be able to move up, even if just a little bit, but it's definitely going to help them on the long run. So the more points and round wins they can secure, the better.
Yeah, we do see that they're taking their time for the map pick.
Yep.
Which, I mean, yeah. It's okay. I mean, they have to secure this win because it's very important for their team. So they pretty much choosing maybe the best map for them to also win this round and get the win over the UGCN team.
Yep, definitely. We have also we also have to make sure if there are any sub ins and sub out. Well, obviously, if there are sub ins, there are going to be sub out. Sorry, guys, I'm tripping. It's 2 a.m. right now.
2:20.
Yeah, a.m. not p.m. Sadly. Just making sure that everything is set up right, guys. It's not gonna take long, I swear. Yeah. So this is gonna be a commercial ad where I sponsor AA Wendy, and I'm gonna get paid after with chicken. Please pay me. I'm doing this for free. Please. I haven't been home in like 2 months. I'm kidnapped. So we are waiting still on the map pick, which they're currently deciding on, I think. But
So we do see the Leo's memory peak.
I mean, Leo's pick is well.
Yeah.
I wonder which faction is gonna start first now, because Leo's is a good map for certain hunters. You could go well, you can go opera, you can still go shadow, you can go a lot of hunters actually. Well, even
Yeah,
gamekeeper.
it. But they have to aim for this win.
Yep. So they're definitely gonna pick a strong hunter. Okay, we're waiting. Okay, so UGCN Hunter is going first. We have AA Survivors, and then we're going to see the UGCN Survivors versus the AA Hunter.
Fafa gameplay.
I see. Now we're on the second round. Currently, the points are 5-3-4 in favor of AA, which is their first round win, I believe. So, yep, this is definitely great for them. We're seeing them get in the custom, so the match will start soon. Right. It seems like we'll be starting very soon. So what do you think about this map?
I mean, it's a very good map, especially for the survivor side. It's also a very good map for Opera, but they may ban the Opera here just to make sure they don't go against such a strong hunter, especially into this map. But Leo's memory, there are many possibilities, especially if you're aiming for a win. Like you can get that patient or you can get that patient or like toy support. There are many interesting picks here. So we do see that Fafa bans here and Banner, okay. Wow. Yeah, and Banner here is pretty good. Especially because there's factory, so
they're just going to ban the Opera, which was honestly a great choice. I mean, Opera and Leo's is very annoying because she has so many obstacles to work with, so they definitely do not want to deal with that. And now, as for the survivor picks, we see the priestess for a second, but maybe not.
Yeah, they locked her in
a cage, I think.
Yeah, you do see the toy merchant. Okay, yeah, they want to get that support, or maybe not.
Yeah, they're a little, they're discussing right now. Nothing.
I mean, the toy is a very, very strong pick here.
Yeah, I mean, it is strong. It gets countered by a shadow, so hopefully it is not a shadow. And the mercenary as global ban is very well. It's a curious choice. All right.
A very strong pick from the survivor side, especially because it will be in the global ban, so no more Merc. We do see the Antiquarian ban from Fafa, which is good. Antiquarian is always very bad to go against, Stronger asset.
We have still no kiter, so they might cover that since they have a support and a rescuer. If they want to go for something strong, they could even go patient here. But I mean, patient would be very,
Ooh, lawyer pick. Oh.
Do you like this pick?
Yeah. Look at the lawyer.
He looks like a mice.
That's crazy.
I agree with this pick. Like lawyer, like we don't see decoders as much anymore, even though we should, because actually we have like this situation where they do want the win, and the decoder is definitely the right choice. Also because lawyer is such a hard target on Leo's memory, especially if you spawn him in factory. But in every, like even in Shack, he works, or the middle right, he can work because he has the map where he can basically mind game the hunter.
Yeah, we do see also the Prospector ban and Magician pick, which, I mean, Magician is okay, but
I mean, with this team comp, Toy Merchant can give her items out to anybody, which is okay, I guess. I'm just very confused about what the hunter is going to pick, because I mean, I don't know if they're expecting something specific, because it's definitely like interesting picks, all right. Like they did not pick an actual kiter, like acrobat or a patient or even airplanist,
yeah, also
which
Arrow
might have
was
been
a very
stronger.
big here.
Yep. Which is why I'm like, okay. Like I would have rather like in my place, like if I were playing Survivor, I was playing Survivor. I cannot speak right now, guys. I'm sorry.
Ooh, we do see
So
this.
weird.
Yeah, this is what I like, Papa. So,
I
yeah,
mean,
the winner pick is very interesting, especially because, I mean, Fafa is a very good soul weaver, so against this comp, he can cook.
is he going to cook? Hopefully. Soul Weaver is not a very like it's not a common pick you see every day. Actually, you don't even see it like sometimes in certain tournaments you don't see her at all. And I like seeing some Soul Weaver gameplay because like Soul Weaver is so like she's a cutie. Look at her.
Yeah.
Like like
He's
she's
very
a
good indeed,
cutie, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
As for the band, not the bands. Oh
Yeah,
my
the
god, I can't
spawns,
speak. The
you're right.
builds.
Yeah.
No, the builds. We have Sui Lawyer, Magician on Tide, and Merchant on Broken Windows, and Mercenary on Tide. Now, the Magician Tide is not necessarily something I agree with. It probably would have been better to go for something safer, like even Flywheel, so at least he can assist himself with the kite. Because right now, he's kind of he's has a really high chance of getting chased right now. But in the case he does get chased, then he can go middle for the catapult support, which Toy Merchant will most likely set up.
Also, lawyer on suicide, and then we see him in factory, which is interesting.
Yeah,
Also,
I
yeah,
wouldn't have put
the
him.
magician is
Yeah.
now an easy target because he has died.
Yep.
But they do have the toy merchant supporting middle, so it pretty much depends on where they will rotate. So I'm expecting the toy merchant to just place a catapult to support the magician because he will probably get the kites. So
Yeah, she's
we
also
will see
probably
how
going to leave.
yeah. So we'll see how Fafa can handle this.
Yeah, I think that in this case, the lawyer shouldn't have been on Sui build because he's in factory and he does not really need it anyways. I don't know if they were expecting the Soul Weaver. Even then, the Sui is still a really you know, it's not exactly maybe the best choice with this hunter. Red light tricking the magician and gets the spider cobweb down. Just doing her job.
This area is very good for the magician. Okay, he will go back to Shack, which is good.
Yep. Throws down the pallet, which gets destroyed. He still has all the items, so he's in a good place. This Soul Weaver doesn't have any spot here to place cobwebs, so it's definitely good for the magician. But he might get hit soon.
Nice wand. So we see the first wand used here.
Yep. We
Playing
might
a
see
risky game on
the
these pallets. Oh, and he do get
gets
the
the
hit.
hit.
Yeah.
The progress is looking okay, but this is gets the hit off the decoy. I mean, this is a teleport Soul Weaver, so this chase is okay, but it is still not as good as the survivors probably wished it to be, especially because they need as many survivors out as possible. We see that the mercenary is moving for the rescue. Hopefully he doesn't get spot out, but he uses the elbow pad just to ensure to be able to make it to before half, misses the cobweb shot, and uses another elbow pad just to get closer. She does have teleport, which
Ooh.
she uses right now.
And he
Gets the
gets the
rescue.
hit on the magician.
Mm-hmm. He does get farmed, but this is good because they did not get a double down situation, which would have been really bad for them. As Cypher Progress is, it's okay, but it's not that good
Not the
because we're
snipe.
missing it.
Wow.
The snipe is a little crazy.
That was a good try.
Mr. Magician doesn't know where he is. I mean, I think that he will be found soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be cheered on the Toy Merchant cipher, and the Toy Merchant is kind of forced to do this rescue as she might not be able to get away. Also, the mercenary is on a wanted order, so now the Soul Weaver knows where he is.
But we do see the toy merchant, placing the catapult to ensure that the rescue.
She does get the spit on actually. So she has to be really careful about not getting hit.
And she
gets it.
Yeah. So we do. So yeah. Okay. He will just put her on the.
In the cocoon.
In the cocoon.
And now
This
it's a
situation
really tough
looks
spot
pretty good for Alpha.
Yep.
Because now he can just pressure this area, and he has teleport for the end game. And
This
he gets
knife
speed. That
is
was wow.
crazy. This was really good. He will get an after half rescue here. Gets the spit off again.
Yeah, and the toy is farmed. Wow. Very good
He's
from
probably going to gets the hit on the Toy Merchant. Might be going for a double down.
Yeah, he can commit to the mercenary with the speeds. He can get the insta down.
Yeah, I mean he's really slow right now. Poor guy. And the Toy Merchant is now dead. The last cipher is at 46%, but it is this one right next to her. I mean, so this lawyer will have to move towards the cipher.
And he tries to snipe again.
Almost gets the spit again, but now she's kind of forced
to the lawyer.
Mm-hmm. The lawyer is currently moving to go towards the cipher that was being decoded by the Toy Merchant. However, the thing is that this Soul Weaver has TP back up. She spots the lawyer from afar and she decides that, you know what, I'm gonna change target because I can.
The mercenary is one shot anyway, so the best target here is the lawyer. And since Papa is teleport, after the charge he can just TP and go, okay. We do see an attempt of hiding. And yeah, we do see the teleport from the Soul Weaver. And misses the hit 2 times, 3 times.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
I don't
beautiful.
know how that missed. But he does ultimately catch up to this mercenary.
Yeah.
Now, he will probably go back for the lawyer to, expend their self-heal so he can assure the 4 kill, which is definitely a great thing for the UGCN side as they need this real bad.
Also, the lawyer picked up the one from the magician, which is okay. We do see Fafa breaking the catapult. He can just stall it out like this. The cypher progress is not good, so he can just wait at this point. Yeah, he's contemplating the mysteries of Leo's memory. Yeah, he's looking at Leo's memories.
Real. I mean, this a mercenary could kite until the Cypher is primed, but she might just switch in that case, because he does see the Cypher shaking. Now, the lawyer's still not moving away from the Cypher, which might be a bit bad from the communication side of the
He could prime
survivors.
it in time, though. Yeah,
He
like
does
he goes
prime
for
it.
it.
Slow vaulted, almost risky,
Yeah,
getting
very
the
romantic.
instant down.
And gets the down. Okay. So teleport will be up in 5 seconds, so
Yep.
they can't even
She
open
does
the
not
gates at
have
this
any
point.
cures here, so she can make sure that this gate is not being open. However, it does not cheer him too close to the exit gate to, not risk anything. The mercenary is gonna stay at Shack, probably. Actually, she does have tinnitus, so that's really bad for them. Because now she knows that he's not at the gate, but actually staying in middle.
He might get the dungeon escape. He still has an
He
elbow pad,
does,
so
yes, he does have an elbow pad, but he has to play this really well. He tries to go
very,
for the rescue, but
yeah,
this is a free kill by Fafa, which is going to help the team out a lot.
very good job from Fafa. Amazing Sword Weaver as always.
Yeah, the survivors, they tried. Ultimately, this Soul Weaver kind of, got the best of them. It was not even that bad. I think that the if this lawyer was able to move out sooner from the cipher, then maybe it wouldn't have ended that way. Because yes, he was able to pop the cipher, but he did not have anything to kite with there. Like the only pallet that was in that corner was actually used. He did not have the pallet, not the pallet, the window speed anymore. So it was kind of impossible for him to rebound against a full presence Soul Weaver that is, just zooming around like
Yeah, yeah.
a very scary spider. Like the scary spider he is.
He got all the speeds though, so
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
those
the
were some very
snipe
good
was
speeds.
good.
Yeah. He cut off the mark. Yeah, that was a very good Sword Weaver.
Yep.
On point.
Now we have the Magician and Antiquarian global bands. We now have the AA Hunter going against the UGCN survivors, and they need a 4 kill to tie this. And are they going to win this if they 4 kill? Because I mean, they do have more points.
The points, I think the points count only if they reach round 3.
Okay, then. Well, first, they need to at least tie this if they can, because this will put them in a really good situation and in a much better position for the round 3. Now, currently getting the survivors and Hunter in the question. As a reminder, we have a Hunter against UGCN survivor. Oh, do you want to be the Hunter?
Yeah.
No, get out. So this Soul Weaver match was just really fun to watch because you don't really get to see Soul Weaver that often, and those snipes were they were wow. Like the one from the factory door, like not door, the opening. It was like I was like, yo, that hit.
Amazing speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fafa is a very good Sword Weaver, so that was pretty much expected. A good gameplay. Very strong hunter if you know how to play her.
Yep. And it's also a pretty good map for her because of the obstacles. Because currently, Soul Weaver is very map dependent. one of our best maps being like Chinatown. So, but Leo's is also working just fine, as we did see from this amazing Soul Weaver. Yep, I did not know actually that they were Soul Weaver main. Honestly, it kind of slipped my mind probably, but
Yeah,
it was just different and it was fun.
if I remember correctly, they were the first survivor for lots of seasons. So
Yeah, I took so many breaks. I might have just missed that. But, it's always a good thing to see something different. But for me, I enjoy watching everything from opera, IB, and even the the soul weavers, the sculptures. Literally everything is just very fun to watch. Except Breaking Wheel. I don't like Breaking Wheel. Guys, I don't like Breaking Wheel.
skill issue.
What?
Skill issue.
Nah, it's just
No,
because
it's skill issue.
all I see is him dribbling on the on the map.
You have to follow the ball.
No, I don't want to
Be
follow it.
be the ball.
No, I don't want to. I mean, we're having a little bit of,
Yeah, they're taking their time.
just,
But
yep. So while that happens, um, how was your day? Did you walk your fish?
non penso proprio.
Yeah,
It's really Italian. Like no, no more
nah,
English.
nah, nah, nah.
We'll do
Your
the Italian
fish.
accent.
You have to walk your fishes out, guys. Remember that.
Okay,
So,
so we'll still look into the map and peaks and yeah, the bands
yep.
and peaks.
Yeah.
They need a 4K. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they'll move to round three anyways. But if they get a 4K and tie this round, they will have one round lead because it's round based for the first
Yep.
show. So they got the win on round one. So ideally, if they lose this one, it will be like 1-1, and then if they
Yep.
tie, it will be 1-0. So yeah.
Yep. Then if they were able to tie this, then round three would not only depend on it could also depend on points difference if they tie again. Like because the AA team won the first round, if they tie both round two and round three, the win will go for AA as they have a lead in points currently.
Yes.
But this only applies if they get a tie. So that the rest depends on you know, on the round win.
And again, we see the Priestess and Seerban, the classics again.
They do not get to play. I swear. Poor guys.
And the Shadowbound from the Survivor side. So ideally, they should aim for the draw because the Hunter needs a 4K to tie this round and then maybe go for the points difference on round three.
Yep.
So they could just aim for the one escape or even a draw. That's all they need to get this round win and tie.
Yep.
Coordinator. Oh.
Coordinator is definitely a great pick if you want to go for a tie. And Embalmer. This is a great
very
choice from the
strong.
survivors.
Yeah, those are some strong picks if you are aiming for a draw.
Yep, they're really pushing for the draw right now, which is going to make it a lot harder for the Hunter to actually get a 4K from this. I mean, just considering the team comp already like this, it is not really in their favor.
I have First Officer ban, and pretty sure they will lock in a Rescuer at this point. Or even if they want to go all in and ensure a one escape, even a Kiter.
Yep. I mean, the Rescuer is never, a bad pick.
I'm curious of what Hunter they will pick here, honestly.
Now
They
we
might
have the
play the Opera
Mercenary.
Silver because Opera is great, yeah, but this comp is pretty bad for her.
Yep, it is definitely tough for the Hunter. Now we have the last ban for the survivors. With it being a Tourney Merchant ban, they could even pick a kiter here. Actually, they should pick one, maybe like a Patient, Acro.
And we see a Fire Investigator. Okay.
Well, more fin gameplay or whatever his name was. I honestly don't remember it, guys. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, please. Now, waiting for them to lock in personas, then we're going to move on to the Hunter pick and personal looking.
Oh. The stream is off. Oh no, the points are wrong. They're telling us the points are are wrong. Yeah.
Okay, so if we're sorry everyone, we kind of had a little bit of messed up with the point, but we do not have AA in the lead. We have UGCN with an 8 points versus 5 points currently. I was kind of, I was not sure, but yeah, we have the Opera pick.
Opera Singer pick. Yeah, this will be very funny. I mean, this comp is so strong, but yeah, Opera Singer here is very good.
Yeah,
so it pretty much depends on how they will play out.
Also, Fire Investigator is, I mean, he works against Opera, but you have to be really, you have to think really well of where to put your, airbags, because if you don't place them well enough, like near windows or pallets, just the boost of the airbag is not going to be sufficient. Especially because it's an Opera and she can catch up to you so easily.
I'm pretty sure he's also pretty good on this map, especially because there are many walls and yeah. So he can place the balls to block the entrance on pretty much everywhere. So if they play it out well, it could work. We do see the coordinator on Titans and Broken Windows. So we'll see two suicides. The Embodiment full kite and the coordinator on Titan Broken Windows. I mean, we see again the full kiting build and the factory spawn for the weak writer, which is yeah. I mean, the thing is that if they don't get the kite because of the spawns, the build is pretty wasted in my opinion.
Yeah, we might see the coordinator just going straight to factory in this case. Like that's the only thing I can think of for this build to work. Because I mean, Bulmer, I do understand that he's a weak character, but if you put him in factory, he's not really that weak anymore, you know? But just putting him on broken windows here would have been fine as well. But maybe, as I said, they might want to rotate the coordinator in the Balmer spawn so that they can switch, maybe?
Also, with these spawns, I think the Fire Investigator would be a very good kite for the opera.
Yep. Also, he does not have a full kite build. He only has the broken windows, which is still good because it's an opera. He's currently in middle,
And he
going
will go
towards
for the Fire
Shaq.
Investigator. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did leave Shaq, going at Christmas tree ruins. I mean,
An
this
interesting
area is,
rotation.
yeah,
It may lead to
really,
a near hit. Or wow, very good ball
yep,
from the Fire Investigator. Nice block. And he gets the pallet drop.
yep. Probably gonna take a hit here. Actually, never mind. Does use both of his airbags just to block these hits. Now he's currently rotating, misses a dash. He's currently rotating towards the mercenary cipher. And now mercenary is currently hiding just to, you know, not give away any hits. They dropped down a pallet here and took the speed boost, currently getting away from the cipher to, you know, not disrupt anything. Drops down this pallet just for, you know, gaining more time. Now, the problem is misses the hit. Now, the
The
problem
second
is,
progress is looking interesting. The only issue is that with this rotation they blocked the. Oh wow, nice blink. They blocked the mercenary cipher for some time, so they're
yeah,
a little behind on that. But two ciphers will be popped. Blink is wasted, so
definitely doing a great job. Even though he doesn't have nothing, even
amazing
wins.
block.
Yep,
If he will die in this corner, I think there are no more resources here. He will force the down on the corner to waste as much time as possible.
going around, just, you know, wasting time. Now, two ciphers have popped. One is at 70. The last two ciphers haven't been started yet. They should be soon. Also, the coordinator picked up a syringe from what I can see. Because I did see her switch earlier. So she might be going for the first rescue, actually. Which is,
Yeah,
yes, it's exactly what's happening. The mercer is just waiting to finish the cipher first, which is definitely a great idea, especially because earlier he had to give up some of his cipher progress to do the rescue. Gets a
nice
sure hit,
rescue. The chair hit. Yeah,
doesn't use the gun. I'm not too sure why they decided to do that.
that was an
He's
amazing
just
rescue.
gonna die away from
Yeah, the
where the
coordinator is
last cipher
still.
is.
Yeah, the coordinator is still at full health, so she can even rescue again and maybe shoot.
Yeah, but it does seem like they will let the mercenary take the rescue. And maybe they could go ahead and, you know, switch when the mercenary gets rescued. However, I'm not too sure. But, you know, keeping the gun for the end game is not even bad.
Yeah, because she's on suicide also, so
Yep.
we have to
So it's
remember there are
definitely
two
great.
suicides, which will be pretty interesting for end game.
Yep, but none of them have got the chase, which is better for the survivors, actually. Get stuck right there. And now she has no you know,
Traits.
yep. She has no trade for a few more seconds. He's just blocking the entrance, so this fire investigator gets a chance to actually give enough time for the ciphers to not be primed.
These
Now,
teleports might cost the game to
yep.
the opera,
Also
because now she
because
has to play the coordinator with the gun,
yep.
which, yeah, she just has to shoot. She gets stuck again, but that's okay.
You know what
We
happened?
may see the gun here from the coordinator.
It's
Not,
really risky. She decides to switch targets onto the fire investigator, who is middle. He's currently, just staying around here, playing really risky. She does
oh,
not have detention,
oh,
actually. She has trump card confined. And
oh.
actually, this allows for them to probably make it out. This coordinator
Yes,
still
he
has the
should.
gun,
Yeah,
which he does not miss, and he can get a 4 escape.
I didn't notice not the tension, which
Yeah, I didn't notice. I didn't notice it either. Actually, I was, I was very confused. Um, so this is a okay. This is a win for UGCN,
yeah,
and it's their second round win. So this means that they win.
non penso proprio. No, so I think the AA won the
Yeah.
first round and
Oh
UGCN
wait,
won the
no.
second round.
Wait, okay. I'm tripping. No.
Yeah,
Wait.
you're done. Get out.
Oh my god.
So I'm pretty
Wait.
sure
What?
AA won the
Wait
round
a
one.
second. What was round one
Yeah,
results?
I mean, yeah, AA won round one. I don't know the
Yeah.
points, but they won the round one. UGCN
Okay.
won round two, so it will be round three. And depending on how this ends, if they draw, then it will be point based. So whoever has more points, I'm
Which
pretty sure
is
they
UGCN
will,
right now.
yeah, they will win if they.
I definitely need to win the round. If
Yeah,
not, they're not going to make it, and they definitely need this win right now. I'm sorry guys if I'm making any mistakes right now. I'm a little bit tired. I'm not even lie, but yeah, we're
excuse.
on the third round of the first half, and I'm gonna pretend I did not hear you just now.
Yeah, I said excuses.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's pretty the average time for the commentators to commentate.
Yep.
Yeah,
Now on
we're
R
not getting
three,
paid, by the way.
we do not have a map ban. If I'm right, it's only a map pick, right?
Yeah, and all maps are
Available again, yes.
yes, yes, yes.
So, well, this is now okay. Let me think. So, if they tie this, then well, if UGCN wins the round, they win. If they tie this round,
Whoever
UGCN wins by
whoever
points
wins
difference.
whoever wins these rounds win.
Yep. And
But
if they
if
tie,
they draw,
then
yeah, if they tie, it's points based.
UGCN wins.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a tough spot for AA. So they're gonna have to bring their A game right now on. And they better also because if they want to move on, they need this win right now. But it's still very hard because winning around
Am I
is
seeing a
this.
moonlit?
Right.
Did I read a mullet pick or I'm tripping? Oh no, ban mullet. Okay, no, never mind. Round three. Okay, yeah, never mind. There's no ban.
Yeah, we don't have the ban.
Oh, so they do add the ban on round 3?
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, this is not IVT.
Oh, okay. I'm very confused.
Yeah. So they do have the map ban? Okay.
Well, guys, forgive us because we're totally tripping right now. It's like we did not play for the last 3 weeks, you know? So, we're sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm reading very
Serious.
yeah. We do see some explicit language.
Nah, they don't see it. Don't worry about it.
That's great.
So AA decides to ban Moonlit, and now the oh. Okay, so we have a Moonlit ban from AA, so now UGCN will pick the map. So you did not answer my question from earlier, did you, or did you not walk your fish?
No, but I fed my alligator.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, his name is Fred.
Fred?
Yeah.
Nah, that's sad. He's unfortunate. Like, imagine being a scary animal and your name is Fred.
Okay, Spirit 7.
Are you calling me out? You're done. You're done. You're done. Like, that's so not cool of you. Especially we're in the same team. Like, I don't deserve this treatment. Like, you know.
Spirit 7 is, yeah, you know. At least Gumball
What?
is Gamma plus 4.
No. Not even. Gumball is washed. Gumball is a washed player. You guys,
What does the 7
Gumball is
stand
player
for?
of spirit.
What does the 7 in your name stand for?
7 lives.
That's
Like,
great.
you know the cats, the say they have about cats, how they have 7 lives, whatever. Yeah, that's
Never
me.
heard of it.
However, imagine if I called myself 7 lives. Like, that would be a little bit, you know, trippy.
I think we have a red search pick.
Oh, yeah. Church is nice. Currently getting in the survivors and the hunter for the custom to start. So, can you repeat what the win conditions are this time?
So, whoever wins these rounds wins by rounds. But if they tie, so if they get the same result, then UGCN will win by points.
Yep. That's right, which is an easier win for UGCN as long as they can even draw this. Like, ideally, they would want the hunter maybe to go less because it's easier to have a hunter pick based on the results of the survivors, whether you need a win or a tie.
Am I witnessing a sub from AA? They're swapping Wendy, the greatest player of
Yo,
era,
that's crazy.
for Sleepy Jimmy. So, oh,
All right.
okay. From what I'm seeing, then
Huh?
the AA hunter that played on round 1 and round 2 will now play survivor, and the survivor will now become the hunter because they are all dual faction, because they are better than us.
Oh,
That's crazy.
this is going to be for sure the last, you know,
Match, yeah, the last
not
round.
the last match, the last round. Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Good luck,
I'm very
everybody.
excited, but most importantly, I'm very sorry. Please, please, guys, please end this. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, oh my god. Now, we're missing one survivors, and now we'll be able to start first half round 3 with global bans Cord, Weeping, Mercenary, and Toy Merchant. So the Mercenary ban is very, fun. Low key, it's, it's kind of locking them a bit more on the picks for the rescuers. They do still have like Brave Keeper if First Officer gets spent, but it's definitely not as strong as the other two.
Okay, so we're moving into the map and the picks and bands.
Yeah, map,
again,
bands, and picks. Yes.
Yeah. So, as we can see, Seer is not like it in this tournament because he got banned every fucking time. But
well, they can play. They can play Priestess.
ooh, okay. So
we
we
were
have this
banned.
Seer, Gardener ban, and Opera and Soul Weaver ban. So they don't want to deal with Fafa's Soul Weaver, but Fafa's pool is very big, so it won't affect us.
And I would not want to deal with that Soul Weaver again either. I'm not even gonna lie. Does seem like a pretty strong pick from this hunter. As they do seem to know her pretty well. Currently, we're waiting to see what the survivors are gonna pick as the first 2 survivor picks. And we're going to be seeing is First Officer straight out, which is honestly fair because it is the last round that they're gonna play. And Prospector.
Yeah, they can just go all in. Since it's round 3, they don't need to play more rounds anyways, so they can just go all in and pick their strongest picks to try and get
Win
a
this
tie.
round.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's
No, yeah,
AA survivors. They need to win this.
They need to win this. So ideally, they have to get a 4 escape, which is interesting. So they will make their hunter like get him in a better situation so he can aim for less kills. But yeah,
Yes.
So the more escapes they get, the better their chances to win are. Because then it will come down to their hunter. So
yep, they have a smaller chance to win compared to UGCN, but nothing is guaranteed. So I think there was a mess up, and they did not ban. Wait, what?
no,
What happened?
Fafa just needs 3 bans because. Yeah.
Oh.
So we do see the no ban to insert like their dominance into this game, and then the anti-ban and survivor side picks the acrobat, a strong kiter, and the cheerleader. This comp is wow. So the cheerleader can just work around with both prospector and acrobat and make this match very awful for Fafa, but we'll see what Fafa picks.
Yep. Looked in the personas, getting in. Oh wait, never mind. They're doing that now. Um.
Yeah. So against this comp,
what would you play against this team comp?
No, I'm not playing.
If it was you, what would you play?
Honestly, I will just go friendly.
I don't think that's an option.
Now this comp is very evil, you know. That's cheerleader. The support will go crazy here.
Also, the fact that this team comp counters Shadow perfectly, so going Shadow against this will be a bit of a suicide. I'm not even gonna lie. And Geisha actually, yeah, Geisha here is actually a pretty good pick, I would say.
Yeah. I don't know if they will bring the teleport again, since last time it wasn't that much useful.
I mean,
so they may change.
I'd say Trump card blink.
Yeah, even if it was the extra small map anyways, so Geisha can just butterfly around and dash where she wants. For the spawns, okay, all three of them have broken windows, which is I mean, it's pretty risky. I mean, I guess Geisha is not the best pick, you know, but they may still play around it.
Okay, I did realize that if they do get 4K, they're gonna automatically lose, because even if they tied, then they would still not make it.
Yeah.
So they need at least a 1 escape right now.
Yeah, as we said, if they tie, if in this round they get 4K.
Yep.
I mean, UGCN will win by points anyways, so.
Yep.
They have to win both survivor side and hunter side. to win this round.
And at least get a one escape here. It's the minimum they need to pass to the second half of round 3. So we'll see. Maybe if, the hunter will just go for a 4 kill, who knows? It really depends on how the first guide is gonna go.
Each against this comp it will be very hard to get a 4K, but it also depends on what trait Fafa decided to bring. We'll see right now.
It is a teleport again, actually.
Yeah, I do think Fafa likes teleport because he played it in every round.
Teleport is fun.
Very fun indeed. So they're going for a prospector and they're running into each other from what I'm seeing. We have
really not that great.
transitioning. Yeah, we have Defo transitioning into the prospector, but Fafa commits to the prospector.
That's fast breaking right now. Gets the small stun. Doesn't go for the vault as it might cost him.
They tried to bait the hit, I think, but they should have pressed for the pallet to get a safer transition. And I think we might see the down very soon.
He does not have the dash. Now he does. Red light streak misses the dash a little bit. Okay, red light streaks with the TP, so they knew now that he has TP. Really great dash from
Cypher
the
is looking interesting right now. I mean, 2 Cyphers will pop for sure, but that Cypher at 50, yeah. The chair is near also the rescuer Cypher, so he can just pressure it.
Yep.
Their almighty presence. Yeah.
He's probably gonna try to give as much time as he can, as he was like right next to the chair, so there wasn't really much he could do anyways. Gets the hit, but oh my god, I cannot speak. But he did buy a lot of time before the rescue.
You do see the cheer
another magnet.
Yeah.
Yep. Uses the speed boost to try and get to this. Nope, there's no ballot. Well, he does a bit more far.
Yeah, they got knocked again near the rescuer Cypher, which is not that great. She can
also
now
because he's at half health.
Yeah, and also on wanted order, so the cheerleader is forced to rescue, or the first officer will get cooked. But Fafa knows and tries to do a very demure red light trick.
What?
I'm sorry.
We'll probably get a double down here, which the Cypher progress is not.
Oh wow.
Well,
and
the Cypher progress is not bad, but it depends on how longer this prospector is gonna kite for. Because the thing is, he cannot even get too close to the ciphers, or else he will just doom every one of his teammates.
And the prospector finally goes down.
He does die pretty close to one of the last ciphers. It should be the one at 62, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
yep, it is that one.
Officer can't decode, unfortunately, because the prospector died every time near their cipher.
Yep. These are the last 2 ciphers guaranteed.
Yeah. The Pagisha can now pressure both of the ciphers, and she knows that the cheerleader is there.
Yep.
Tries to bait the drop pallet, but very nice dash.
The shot.
Yeah. And
now
Slug,
she's just going to Slug because she doesn't know that she doesn't have self heal.
Because he has teleport, so
yep,
you can't just play it out like this.
Yep, definitely. Cypher Progress is a little too good, but it is ciphers that are pretty close to each other. Did
So
you
now
see
he
that the
knows
first
that.
officer is running into the geisha?
Yeah,
Uses the
wasting
pocket
his
witch just to not get down.
using his last words, so he will have no more items for the end game if
Yep.
they reach it.
Yep.
And now goes for the cheerleader, yeah. And the cheerleader gets mind game it a little, but wow, very nice. Pom pom, about 50
This
dice.
butterfly was very good.
Romantic, yeah.
And now she can just TP to the first officer that has no item, so he cannot really do a rebound. Cypher is at 79. He can just chair him here. If there's a chair, there's no chair actually. He will chair where the prospector was first chaired, I think.
Yeah, oh, they will
Or
drop the first
not.
officer. Okay, that first officer may struggle if he gets picked up again. But
Yep.
Fafa seems pretty confused right now. He's looking for the prospector, but the
Yeah.
prospector is not at the ciphers. He moved.
Yep.
He's at graveyard now. He's trying to go for the
Kill
heal
the
for the cheerleader.
cheerleader.
Yeah.
Yep. Now he does get tinnitus, so he's looking for him, but yeah, he is closer to this side. Currently looking around.
And the acrobat gets spotted. Yeah. And now
I mean, he
the
can do a
priest
rebound.
uses the self heal and goes for the cheerleader. And now Fafa can slug both the cheerleader and first officer. So ideally now the cheerleader should try to last for much time to get the cipher progress on graveyard, but I'm pretty sure she's dead now. Or maybe not, because Fafa does not commit and looks for the first officer that has no items and no self heal. So ideally the best thing they could do now is heal, because
Yeah, I
Fafa can
mean,
just without the
it is good that he's able to pressure them. But the thing is, if he waits too long, they're gonna be able to decode the other cipher in time. He could even,
yeah, he can share the FO and maybe then
Yep.
try to go towards the cipher at 80 in middle and maybe even teleport on the other cipher. The fact is that the acrobat is at full health, so it's not worth it.
Now the cheerleader is moving towards the acrobat cipher. Currently, this is not a good thing for the survivors because now the cheerleader will probably be spotted in the open and is not going to be able to rescue.
Fafa will go for the cheerleader. The cipher will be primed in time.
Or it's actually, it might be, yes.
Yeah.
Pushes her away from the chair so she does not get the rescue. Yeah. And she can also slug her since she does not have self-heal. This is looking really bad for the survivors.
Yeah, if they get 4K, then UGCN wins.
Yep.
Because even if the hunter gets a 4K, it will still be a tie. Anyways, so the UGCN will just win by points.
Yep. He did pick up the sound of the vault of the windows from the acrobat, who's now at broken, and he just gets down.
Yeah, bolts the wall, but yeah, this will be a 4K from Fafa side, unless the leader goes to kill the dungeon. Yeah,
the dungeon is right there. It's gonna set. It's not even close. So now it's GG's to UGCN that won this matchup. However, I would like to say congratulations to both teams because they really played well.
Congratulations to Wendy as well for their performance in this matchup. I'm very proud.
Now Forza please give us chicken.
Forza Italia. Mamma mia, pizza mandolino.
Oh my god. Stop.
So it will end up UGCN will win this match by rounds, yeah.
By points, you mean?
I mean, the other half will not be played anyways, because...
Yes. by points then. Okay, we're kind of tripping here, guys. So this is the end for today's stream of UGCN versus AA. We're glad that you guys were here to watch this matchup with us, and we're gonna see you all next time with other matchups.